was just like,
I'm good. It's fine.
okay.
It's fine. I can play
I
it.
forgot to buy that thing again.
It's fine.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I feel like
I could buy it right now.
like
but
the
let me use
maximum
it.
uncomfortable.
Sure, I don't care.
Alright, I'm gonna go do that real quick.
What?
Oh, the advanced
I'm gonna-
player guide.
Dude, I wish there was cross-platform for Elden Ring.
I wish there was too.
No,
Like,
George R. R.
they
Martin
could-
said
they
no.
could totally have it.
Well,
But like, with how long one run is
Martin.
taking me, if I made a whole ass new run on PC, it might take me, maybe 2/3 to get to the same point. But dude, that's a lot of hours still.
Which one was it?
Oh, Curtis, how are you supposed to join my maiden
Let's look
list
up the
run?
monster.
yeah.
I'm not gonna join that.
I think you
That
literally
sounds
cannot
fucking
beat it
awful.
without a
You know,
maiden, though.
eventually, I want to make a bow only run though. That'd be fun.
I've been thinking
No,
about
no.
this.
So from what I
Oh,
heard,
so
Mason,
good.
So good.
currently
And-
they're stuck
and
at
they added a new type of
the
bow.
capital city gate.
They added the bow.
So once they figure out how to get past the capital city gate,
People
I
actually
have
doing
it.
it.
It's fucking stupid.
It's so awesome.
A jar cannon.
You can warp
build a
in. That's how you get
fucking
through.
Jar that looks like a cannon.
I've warped into the capital
Man.
city before.
Fireball.
yeah, but was that before or after you had a maiden?
Elden Ring
After.
really
And-
combined all of their fucking games. They brought
Yeah.
Bloodborne into stupid
Yeah.
And they have
Elden Ring.
Sekiro in there and shit.
Yeah, it's like,
And so
look at
the thing about the whole like bows and everything that I like about this one, because I did a whole ass bow build in 3.
Yeah.
And what sucked about it is that you're constantly having to go back and like buy arrows.
because
and
you have
shit.
to buy arrows, but
Yeah,
this one
but you can
craft
craft them, and you can craft all the different types. And so you can always hit enemies' weaknesses, and it's never a problem.
Show
And
must
once you
go
start getting
on.
the great bow, there's boss weapons that are great bows that do a fuck ton of damage. And I kind of want to do it because there's also I think 4 bow talismans that I found where it's like increase the strength of them, increase the range of it, increase the charge strength, like all that kind of shit is all on there. And so like you can really get it going.
Might as well. Because I saw this video where they're also doing. They also did a Demon Souls run, right? And they're doing a red tear stone.
Oh, the build?
build.
Yeah.
And it does so much damage.
I'm
I'm
sure.
wondering if you can create the same thing in Elden Ring.
I'm sure you can. I just
Most
don't know in
likely,
this
yeah.
one if red tear stone or the equivalent is stronger than the one that gives you a boost at
That's a good
100%
question.
health. Because if they're the
This is
same,
a lot more talismans in this one than there were rings.
Yeah.
Ever.
yeah. But if they're the same boost, then might as well be at full health.
Yeah, might as well.
You're gonna be so far away from it that it's not gonna matter.
It's true.
You should make instead of a bow build, make a Quincy build from like fucking Bleach, where you use the bow spell instead.
Dude, that bow
the
spell
max
looks
end
cool
and
as
max
shit.
dex.
bow spell's really good, and that guy in the
It sucks
tower.
balls, but it looks super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy in the tower uses it. Yeah.
It has a long setup time, but it does so much
I
damage.
thought
So you
he
gotta
would
do max
drop it.
dex.
And so I fucking win and win and win and win and win. He doesn't.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. It pissed me off so much. He drops that little fucking spell where like you put a ball over your head and just randomly shoot shit.
Oh, and
out.
then
it's fucking
yeah.
stupid. Fuck that spell.
That guy was annoying to fight because with my
That's
great
all-
sword character, I got him to where he just kept teleporting.
Yep.
So I had to redo it and get him to where he's only 1 hit away, and without doing the teleporting, and then I killed him.
Oh, see, I actually had to follow him through every single phase of his teleport.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would
Yeah.
catch up to him, he'd teleport again. He wouldn't
You hit
even
him so
stop.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, since he uses magic and I use magic, I couldn't really do damage to him. I could just kind of like peck at him until he went away. And then when he sets up on like the very top, right? Because like he always teleports to the same spot, sets up in the same place, and
Yeah.
he waits for you to reach a certain point before he releases it. And so I screwed out just long enough to equip a longbow and just fucking pelt him with arrows, and he never stopped the charge. So I
Nice.
killed him that way. Because I couldn't approach him, that spell would one-shot me.
Yeah, because I accidentally skipped his second teleport because I bled him the first time. I just kept on smacking him and they bled out. But I haven't been able to defeat him because every time he goes up to the top,
Yep.
he has more of an advantage up there.
Well, and he can teleport and shoot, and he can teleport and charge us both at the same time. That's how he was killing me. He would like stand off in the distance and like charge it up, and then he just fucking teleport behind me and release. And I was like, the fuck you mean?
That is what. That's
Dude, he
exactly what the
fucking
Quincy's
did that
do with
shit,
Bleach.
all I was fucking thinking is nothing personal, kid, and then just fucking boom, and I was like, this is some bullshit.
Fuck. Damn.
So yeah, and you have to fight him twice.
That's
When the tower gets inverted and flipped, you have to
Yeah.
fight him again.
I hate
That time was easier for me.
I hate
It was easier for me too because I had the bow at that point.
He has a big hat though. I thought he was Big Hat Logan.
It kind of feels like it.
Yeah, except
He
the
really
Cat
made-
Logan wouldn't use that. He used crystal magic.
Dude, the crystal
He used
skull spears
crystal
and all that
magic.
shit works so much better in all
That's
the
why
other
they
games.
call him Big Hat Logan.
Exactly.
He does crystal meth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't you have to kill Big Cat Logan in Dark Souls 1? I don't remember.
No, you
Only. Well,
Only
no,
if you're
there's,
an
you do
asshole.
have to kill him.
It depends on if you
Well,
let
then
him
I
go
guess I'm an
crazy.
asshole.
If you're playing Magic, you buy all of his spells. He then goes to the Duke's archive,
Yes.
and then
he goes crazy.
he goes crazy. And if you open up his
door.
cell, then yes, you have to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what I did.
Yep.
Because that's the only way to
Fair.
progress through his like
But
story.
yeah, that's how you have to do it though.
Yes.
No, you have to.
You
They
have to.
do seem. It seems like in this game they give a lot more to their stories. Like you
Yes,
get more
they do.
information. You know, because like in previous Dark Souls games,
Thank you,
you like
George R.
file
R.
their
Martin.
shit, right? And then
Yeah,
you're like,
it's all
"Alright,
because of
cool."
George R. R. Martin,
And then you
yeah.
go and like you sit at the bonfire and then you turn around and you're like, where'd you go? And they just vanish.
But
And you gotta fucking like look around for the rest of the game to
It's-
hopefully find them at the right point. But there was no like, hey, I'm gonna go look for so and so over down the road or some shit. Like, nah, it was just like they're
I
just
have
gone.
a road.
You're like, what the fuck?
yeah,
George R. R. Martin.
yeah.
is like, I know how to write stories.
Kind of.
From software.
Good,
is
can you
like,
write some messages?
What do you mean he knows how to write stories? He
From-
also wrote
from
fucking
software, like-
Death Stranding, the walking simulator game.
Right?
Yes, he did.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen.
All
of
No,
them-
Christian. All I'm saying is I don't believe
Yes.
George R. R. Martin really did all that much because there's no incest in this one.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of
From
Game of Thrones?
software doesn't even need a full ass
It's a
story.
show
They
about
just need like a
sex.
framework.
They just
That's
need an
all-
outline.
Yeah,
Like,
that's all that they need. That's all that they have to have.
So there may
George-
not be
they
incest.
hired George R. R. Martin to give them an
But-
outline, and they're like,
It's a very dangerous spot.
There
Yeah,
is.
there's no incest.
There's a story of a guy that
necrophilia.
gets bitches though because he cheats on his wife. It's awesome.
Yes, that shit is so funny, dude. Because you can ask the
That guy
Pope
gets-
The
about it.
turtle tells you.
Yeah, you
That
can
guy
ask
gets
the Pope.
The
and
turtle tells you, he's like, yeah, he had a wife, and then he left her
Yeah.
for another bitch.
Yeah.
And the girl became crazy, and now she's the mad witch. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks.
I would be
turtle.
the Mad Witch too. I'd be the maddest fuck witch.
You can. I think that guy. You fight him in the volcano area.
Yes.
And bro, the shit that he becomes, like, what the fuck?
Don't tell me there's a phase 2 for him. They always
Oh
have
yeah,
some
there's a
stupid
phase 2 for him. Have you fought phase 1?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's a phase 2. I reached phase 2 yesterday, and
I told you I haven't explored the fucking
phase,
volcano yet.
phase 2 made me want to go throw up. Like it was just so fucking weird, disgusting looking and shit, and it was just like, ugh.
It's just
Is
one
it like
How do you think you got all the bitches?
12 buttholes.
try 12
weird.
butthole?
There's definitely some keystering involved. Yeah, it was weird, man.
All right, I think are we good to go?
Are we?
I think so.
Just about. I'm still buying the books, but
Who wants
yes.
to recap? Who remembers the recap? Also, before we start, are we moving to every other week?
I
We should
am.
discuss that
Do we want to do that?
before we
Yeah, I'm down.
begin. So, every other
Okay.
week,
I'll make the
Saturdays,
announcement on
noon,
the
is that
next
what we're gonna do?
podcast episode. then.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay,
better.
because I know that like a while back, that's what people were discussing in the chat. So I didn't know
Yeah.
if that was confirmed or not. But
Which means we need more bonus episodes.
It's alright, we got a 10-minute episode right here. It could have been
about
a 3-hour
elevated.
episode if I hadn't started recording 3 hours ago.
Well, we'll call it Sheldon Ring because I keep on calling it Sheldon Ring on Twitch. I don't know why. I
That's-
just think it's
that's-
funny.
I think you
And I keep on saying Bazinga every time I beat something.
I hate you.
Bazuzu!
Damn it.
Every time I
Accept
make
my
fun
payment.
of Big Bang Theory, that's always what I go with is Bazuzu.
Well, okay. Trying to remember what happened last time. I'm at 3 health, so I think we got fucked.
Yeah,
I'm
we
at
fought
0,
We
so-
fought the dwarf.
Oh, we fought the dwarf. That's right.
Why?
yes.
Well, there we go.
Yep.
Is that
Good
all?
dwarf.
Is that
So
all? we
I
did?
know that fight was really long.
Yeah.
And I think some of you guys may have had issues with that.
What dwarf?
But the
one who-
forge dwarf guy,
The one who set himself on fire and.
No, he was fire.
he did like an AOE fight.
Oh, the
He
firewall.
Was, he was
Yeah.
lava.
And he had like a whole bunch of armor and shit.
The
Mhm.
forest lava guy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the floor is lava guy.
Yeah.
The air
Exactly.
is lava.
The
more
he is
like
lava.
it.
He is lava.
He is
It's
lava.
pretty accurate actually.
The world is lava.
God.
If you go deep enough, sure.
Still.
Well, no, that's magma.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If it's inside the earth, it's magma.
What a fucking nerd.
If it's outside the earth, then yes, it's technically.
If it's outside the earth, if it's in
Lava.
space.
Not well. That's outside the Earth's sphere. And in that case, it becomes. Oh no!
Now, here's a question.
Maybe a
Let me
meteorite.
tweet Neil deGrasse Tyson real quick. Okay, lava in the Earth is magma. Outside of the Earth is lava. What about outside of
Don't
space?
ask Neil deGrasse Tyson about that. He'll be like,
No, he'll just take one of the things he's
Cold
posted
plasma.
like 30 times for the past like 5 years and be like, I'm so smart, I'm gonna post this again.
exactly.
You see, it's called magma while it's in the Earth, and when the Earth climaxes, then it's lava.
I don't remember.
It's
what
like
the-
every Christmas he posts the exact same tweet. He just changes the day.
Yeah.
It's like Merry blah 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 blah. But for most of the rest of the world, it's just what's day? Tuesday.
No, I thought you
No.
were talking about these like happy birthday to a man who like changed the course of history like on Christmas.
And
like,
it
he
was
posted
him? It was him?
No, it's Einstein. It's Sir Isaac
Isaac
Newton
Newton.
because he was
Oh,
also
yeah.
born on the 25th, and so it's like happy
Alright, I
birthday
got
to a
the
man
books.
who like
Oh,
changed the
God.
course of history by the time he turned
Send me the
25,
PDFs.
and blah 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 blah
Alright.
blah. And it was like. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, what is it, fucking Jesus? And he's like, Sir Isaac Newton. And they're like, you got us. But he like, does it every year and just changes the, like, 870 years ago or whatever.
To
Yeah.
whatever it is.
He
currently.
does another one where he just
Jeez.
keeps repeating it over and over. I can't remember what it is. I'm trying to find it.
He is the guy that comes up with like one joke, decides that's the funniest shit ever. I'm gonna tell that for the rest of my life.
Man, yeah, well, he sounds like an asshole.
Yeah, fuck those
All
guys.
I'm saying is you may have some things in common with him.
Oh, no. I'm black?
Yes.
Because what he likes to do is
You're
just
black science man.
he likes to repeat the same fucking tweet over and over
Yep.
for no
Yep.
reason.
It's because he doesn't have an actual publicist. It's just him.
It is just him, and he has probably like fucking Alzheimer's or something. It's Alzheimer's from all that stardust. They
So it's not that he remembers the same one. So that every
has
year
space
he's like,
timers.
I got a funny joke. I
That's
thought.
right. That's
And
what
at
it's
the
like
same
talking to my
time,
grandma.
He like sets up like a reminder a couple days before like whatever the day is for that joke, and it's like, hey, don't forget, Sir Isaac Newton was born on the 25th.
My grandma, I don't know if my grandma just thinks that I don't listen to her and so retells the same jokes and stories every time I visit her, or if she doesn't remember.
She just enjoys telling
that she
them.
does, like she told me those stories and jokes and
It's-
just tells it again.
It's a little bit of that, a little bit of she doesn't think you're actually listening.
Because
I know because with my grandmother, I've literally been sitting there. She has told me something, and like 5 seconds later, she has started telling me the exact same thing.
Jesus Christ.
You see, it's because she's not listening to herself.
Wow, that's the
Probably
problem.
also like that, well, I've got to talk about something, so I guess I'll just,
I'll just
hey,
tell
I'll
this
just tell you the
story.
same story I told you before.
I got this cool story. You want to hear it again?
I don't
how
have
you-
any other stories.
That's how
so
you
just
entertain
gotta
somebody with
listen.
Alzheimer's, man.
Okay,
They don't remember the first time.
Speaking of, I hopefully not Alzheimer's, but like old people. I've noticed as my grandfather's gotten older, his like filters just slowly disappeared.
That's
To
normal.
where he starts like, he started telling stories where it's like, Grandpa, that's a felony.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do something like horribly racist.
I was afraid of that
normal.
part.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, I remember like when you were younger, he was like, oh, I remember being a pig farmer in Argentina, and now it's like, yeah, I remember when the Catholic Church brought us over to Argentina after the World War II. And it's like, Grandpa, no.
The last time I saw my grandpa, we were just sitting down, chilling, playing dominoes. He said, "You know, the Jews invented 1999."
They invented a whole year.
No, it means like 59.99. Like instead
Yeah.
of rounding up to the dollar.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, what? And he's like, it's not $20. And I was like, I get that part, but
I didn't
Wait,
expect it from you.
wait. But is he right though?
I
What
don't
is the
know.
convention?
Reed's going down the rabbit hole.
I'm going down the rabbit hole.
One of the
So-
Why?
first parts of your brain that starts deteriorating is the one that monitors like social norms and stuff like that.
Oh damn.
That's why
Makes
old
sense.
people
Apparently I'm
do
already
weird
old.
stuff. No, you still have some filters. It gets pretty
I
bad.
have filters when I'm medicated.
It gets pretty bad. My
Are you
grandma-
medicated right now?
That's what they're supposed to
I'm
do.
medicated right now.
Okay.
That's what they're supposed to do,
Yeah.
Curtis. It's supposed to bring back those social constructs.
I took my grandma
Yes,
to the
whenever I
park
have
and she
medicine, I
had
just
like
don't pay attention
severe
to what comes out of my mouth.
Alzheimer's.
Oh
She
no.
had to go to the bathroom and there was like a couple walking towards us, and she was like, I don't care, there's a tree right there. And I'm like, you're not behind the tree though.
All right, so Mason, I've got a bit down the rabbit hole. So 99-cent stores were started by a man named David Gold.
Okay.
I don't know the heritage of David Gold.
It's not looking good.
Let me. What is it? Just gold?
It's just gold. So it doesn't tell me much.
Just go on Wiki and see what his father's name is. He's like, he changed it. Ah, damn it.
Because you know it's gonna be something, right?
Goldberg, Goldstein,
Goldbach or something.
Okay, he's British.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay.
We're already
okay.
off.
We're coming back. We're coming back.
Okay, that's a fancy name. So his father was Godfrey Gold, and he married a woman named Rose, so she was Rose Gold.
That's
pretty cool.
I love that.
I like that.
I love that.
They're not Jewish anymore. Oh shit!
I'm sorry, everyone. Jeffrey's actually an 85-year-old man.
It was different back in my day.
Back in Argentina.
It was socially acceptable.
It was socially acceptable, and so was the concentration camps and the internment camps.
The concentration camp.
Concentration.
Constituted.
Yeah, that's what they call it. It was like the Freedom Cup.
They definitely were constituting a lot. It was a lot better than the constipation camps.
Oh, she dressed up as Aunt Jemima. That's one of her favorite stories in Halloween. She tells us the story of how she got like black shoe polish and did Aunt Jemima, and she was like, it was so funny and no one recognized me and blah blah blah. And I was like, Grandma, that's blackface. I was like, Grandma, that's literally blackface.
Also,
You can't talk about that.
Shoe polish is bad for your skin, by the way.
Yeah, well, you know what? It was like 40 years ago, so I'm sure it was
even worse.
Everything back in the day had like, I don't know, codeine in it. So
It was like, yeah, I got some of that black asbestos from the attic. And I rubbed it all over my
we
face.
used to sniff that shit all the time, you know?
It's like,
Give us one
Grandma,
time.
when was this Halloween party? Oh, like 2 Halloweens ago.
It was last year.
Grandma, what are you doing? No, you're doing blackface.
It's okay, no one recognized me.
It's okay, no one.
It would have been if she would have stopped telling the story.
It's okay, Christian. I didn't tweet about it later. They can't use that to cancel
That
you.
should have been one of those things that you keep to yourself, you know?
It should have been, but yeah, she tells me that story every Halloween. That's her favorite Halloween story, is the time she did blackface. I'm not realizing she did blackface.
Halloween's coming up. Christian, go get the blackface.
Go get the shoe polish.
Yeah.
I need to shine my shoes, Christian.
Uh-huh.
You just tell the rest of your family,
I'm not your
hide
grandma,
the
it's
shoe
me,
polish
Aunt
from your
Jemima.
Whatever, Aunt Jemima's already racist.
I remember.
Yeah.
Does it make
Remember my grandfather telling me how he was banned from flying for like 5 years.
Was it the blackface?
No, because he didn't realize it, but apparently he was smuggling in a bunch of like Cuban watches or something like that. But like he went on like
did
some
not realize
he went on some trip and he was like, oh, this is a nice watch.
Watches.
And so when they like came back, they were just like, oh, do you have anything to declare? And he's like, no, just my luggage. And so-
just my luggage and
That's that's completely on accident.
It's one of those things.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
I need to fucking tell y'all. Okay, so y'all know
That's
my
just
brother.
a watch.
Those with blinds, I think a little bit the light's gonna be shining directly into your eyes.
Okay, so
It's
y'all know
true.
my brother.
Yeah.
It's so
Why is it like I'm having to squint just to see?
yeah.
Hold
I
that.
prefer not
Reed,
to
don't do the
blind
blinds.
I forgot.
I was gonna say, wait, but this.
So,
He's already squinting anyways.
Yeah.
Oh.
hold on.
Jeffrey needs his sunlight. He's been playing Elden Ring.
No, I barely
the
started.
I need sunlight. Yeah, I had to be outside last week. I was like, what the hell
I've
is
only
this
gotten to
shit?
play for like
My
3
God.
hours.
Why is the air so fresh?
Luckily, my boss she had surgery.
That also plays.
Luckily.
Yeah,
Surgery.
so she was at work Monday and Tuesday, right? And then she had her surgery on Wednesday. And so on Wednesday, I was like, cool, now I can stop acting like I'm actually doing shit and I can just work from home.
I thought you
So
were
I just had
gonna
like
be
my laptop open, I just fucking moved the little mouse occasionally while I was playing Elden Ring. I was like, yeah, this is.
There's this
You're on this
thing.
Zoom meeting and your camera's on and you go, fuck! he's like, Curtis, are you okay? He's like, I just stubbed my toe. Sorry.
I just hate that we're having to change this project again.
There's this thing you can buy, and it's like a mouse, like jiggler with a.
Surprise!
It just moves your mouse for you.
So it doesn't show up on idle on Zoom.
Yeah.
Your boss is gonna come back and you're gonna say, "How was the surgery?" And she's gonna say, "They had to surgically remove my foot from the ass of the last boss in Elden Ring."
No. Don't spend like extra money on that. Just be cheap. Buy one of those little like
Just sit
massage
next to it and
things
go like
or
this.
vibrators and just attach to your
Our
mouth.
viewers probably heard
It's
that.
not a vibrator.
Set it on your bed.
Multiple uses.
Yeah, it's just not a vibrator. And take your mouth.
Plug it in. Get one that charges. USB.
Well, like years ago when the whole work from home thing first
Plug it
started,
into your work
I saw
life.
a lot of the ones where it's like sort of like stand-up things where they go like left and right like this.
Yeah.
And people with like attach like a string to it or whatever, right? And so like as it turned to the right, it slowly moved to the right, and then it turned to the left and moved to the left.
That's fun.
And I was
That's
like, dude,
fun.
that's so fucking smart.
fucking
Like
funny.
shit.
See, I just tie mine to the ceiling. It's plugged into my computer. It's just
The
going like.
IT person's looking at your fucking thing is like, what the fuck is going on with your mouth?
You got it. Hold him
Wow,
down.
he's
Hold him
so
down, Lucy.
efficient.
Hold him down.
Great employee.
His APM is so high.
Damn, this guy's going everywhere.
Is he doing coding with just the mouse?
He's using the screen cover and screen keyboard.
I was telling Reed that my coworker Luis,
Okay,
he has three different
why are you like
computer mouses
Yeah.
for like different programs, right?
Dominant.
So because
Oh,
each
yeah.
one of them has various
that's what it
buttons,
is.
and each
Oh,
of those
yeah.
buttons various hotkeys.
Yeah.
So he's like, this is just my standard mouse that I use for like browsers and stuff. So it just has like the 4 buttons, right? But this one is my CAD mouse. And it has like the thumb like mouse and then like the 12 keys, like the numpad stuff. And he's like, I use this one for CAD because it's all like, this is polyline, this is what he was showing me. And he was like, and this third mouse is for like other programs. And it only has 9 buttons. But I can do like this, this, and this. And he was showing me, he was like, check this out, Christian. I can do like an entire string of things just on my mouse. Don't even have to like, and he like goes and he's like, this is copy, this is paste, this is like
That's all you
date.
need.
God
Like this
damn.
is date. So he just like new folder, like copy paste the name, and, like hit this one, so just paste the date, like just the date.
keyboard?
And he's just
No,
like
seriously.
bam bam, and he's like, I can do like half of my job without even fucking like touching my keyboard. And he
Jesus.
also, you would think like he just probably just has like a shitty keyboard. No, he has a fucking like split
Nice
keyboard
keyboard,
with
yeah.
fucking like it's like ergonomic and it's
Yeah.
fucking keycaps and it's like, oh yeah, check. I like used it one time. And I hit a button that I thought was the space bar, and it changed it to like gamer mode, to like where it is the
Epic
fucking like arrow
gamer
keys.
mode.
And I was like, all right, Luis, I don't know what the fuck I did. Like I hit the
Gamer
space bar.
mode engaged.
I hit the space bar, and now
Lights
like I keep hitting A, and it keeps like backspacing or whatever. And he's like, oh no, you're in like the gamer mode here. This one's the space. Like you have to hit this mouse button for space bar.
It's like, no, don't hit that button. And then you see Cheetos fall from the sky. You got a monster right there. Your
Yeah,
chair
it-
reclines and it becomes into gamer
You
mode.
hit the other button, and it's like Mountain Dew levels low. And it's like, oh sorry, that's my personal computer.
Please
But,
refill immediately.
Yeah, refill. I'm not detecting dangerous levels of Mountain Dew. Please refill.
I wonder how.
But real quick before we
He's sitting there
start,
and he's just like randomly like
At the
playing. Or
time,
like, you still playing? You still want to play? You still want to play? You playing? Yeah, yeah.
so my brother, he bought like a month ago. He texted me. He's like, "Yo, Christian, I got pre-screen tickets to go see the new Batman movie."
Okay, which came out on Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it
yeah.
just came out?
It just came out. Yeah.
Oh, I
But
didn't
we
even
were gonna
realize it was
see it
out
on
already.
like Monday or Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he was like, "Yo, I got pre-screen tickets," and I'm like, "I know you. I don't think you got pre-screen tickets. I think you clicked the link that said 5 pre-screen tickets here. They sold out of pre-screen tickets, and you just bought regular tickets. But you're thinking we're gonna go see this on Monday." And I was like, "All right, look, I'll go with you." And he's like, "It's at the Palladium, like this time." And I was like, "All right." And so like once a week he would text me. He'd be like, "Yo, Christian, don't forget, like March 1st, we're gonna go see Batman." And I was like, "You say we're gonna go see Batman, but I know you. I don't think we're gonna go see the Batman." And so I stay late because I work like down the street from the Rim. So I stay late from work one day, and we go and we meet up. And I was like, all right, here we go. And my brother's been looking forward to this shit for like a month
Yeah.
now, and I'm
Oh
like,
no.
all right. So we get in there, they look at the tickets, like, all right, yep, theater, whatever. They actually tell us the wrong theater. So I was like, okay, that's weird, but we're in. I was like, okay, cool, like,
Interesting.
we're in. And then so I go up to the concessions, and I was like, fucking jumbo popcorn, give me 2 fucking large Cokes. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so give me the fucking, like, movie theater burger that's like $12. Fucking whatever. We go to the theater, we find our seats.
Tickets. Fuck yeah.
We bought this, like, he fucking pulled through. We go sit down, and, like, I'm eating this fucking burger, and, you know, we're munching on and the movie hasn't started yet. It's like 10 till 7. The movie's supposed to start at 7. And then, like, an employee comes up, and they're like, are y'all in the right seats? And I'm like, yeah. Show him the ticket. He shows her, and the employee's like, so this is for River Center Mall.
No.
It was for the other IMAX theater.
Why did they accept the tickets then?
Because they didn't scan it. They just looked at the ticket, and so I'm like, fuck.
So he got the pre-screen
He got the
tickets, but for the
pre-screen
wrong place?
But he read,
Did they let you stay?
I had a month to read them.
He read IMAX and assumed it was the Palladium because that's the only IMAX theater that he's
Oh,
aware of.
yeah.
Bro, that
But it
sounds
was
like your
River Center
brother
Mall,
to a
and
T,
I
though.
was like, son of a bitch.
Because your brother seems so clueless sometimes. It's something I can
So wait, did they
imagine
kick
him
you out?
doing it.
Yeah,
Because
It's
Because-
the same company.
Because someone wanted to see
Because
it.
they weren't doing it.
That's a big-
because the
for
because
pre-screening,
the
It was
the
only at
it
that
was sold
theater.
out.
It's
It was,
preserved
Oh, I
it was
see.
at 2 theaters. It was
Oh,
at,
was that both?
It was at the Palladium and at River Center. It was like one showing like
Yep.
at 7 on
Yep.
Tuesday or whatever. And it was like, so we go over to the front and I was
Oh,
like,
dude.
look, is there a fucking like they don't even have to be together. Like we're here when like the other theater is like downtown, like 30 minutes away. We got to drive 30 minutes, gonna miss the first half of the movie.
Oh,
Fucking pay for
man.
parking. I was like, is there anything I can do? And they were like,
No.
the thing locks out after a certain threshold of tickets is sold.
Mhm.
So like at like 98% tickets, like we can't even look at the fucking like ticket like availability.
Yeah.
Like it just like we physically cannot do it. And it's like, I'm sorry, like there's nothing we can do. So I have to fucking leave the theater with
Why
like
did they
jumbo
just-
popcorn. Yeah, I think my brother got a refund.
Oh,
for it,
okay.
he,
That's good.
but yeah, I was like, I'm leaving the theater with like a full ass jumbo popcorn and like big ass drink, and I was like, God damn it, this is the closest Marco has ever been.
I hate that I was right.
and like, and
He had me in the first part, though.
he was so crushed because he was looking forward
I'm
to it
sure
for like
he
a
was,
month.
dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
But me, I was like,
you should have checked.
I was only looking forward to
You're
this for
jaded.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, after they said we'll let you in, so you were like, the fuck? Oh,
Yeah, so I was only upset that I spent like $40 on fucking concessions.
Yeah, then you just get in the car, just put it on YouTube, just
I
like.
told you, like when y'all went up, and they're like, no, this is for this other theater. Would you have had enough time to
Yeah,
make it there?
because we got
See,
there at
that's
like
irritating.
we got there at like
that would have irritated the shit out of me.
I was gonna say,
I
I-
should have told you at the very least.
I feel like at that point that's part of why he got the refund.
Yeah,
Because like,
definitely.
why the fuck would they let you in?
And like and looking back on it, that's why they told us the wrong theater.
Yes.
Because the tickets probably said theater 10. He's like, all right, it's that one.
But it was for the wrong place.
It was for the wrong place, yeah. And,
Yep.
and I was like, oh, that sucks. Like, I'm sorry, Marco. Like, and he was like,
That's rough.
And like we're leaving. He was like, dude, don't tell Dad. He's like,
What?
Dad's just gonna like
It's gonna
fucking
be-
lecture me. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking do. He's gonna be like, this is why you fucking read the tickets, Marco. You never fucking.
This
He's like,
is
like,
why you read the
like,
tickets.
He's like,
Yep.
I don't want to fucking deal with that. And I was
Yeah.
like, Marcos, I won't tell Dad.
Yeah, because the
But I
thing
will
is, 'cause
tell
you already got
everyone
crushed.
else that I know.
Well, 'cause, like,
Because this is classic Marco.
This is
It is.
this is not
and I can understand
unexpected.
that because, like, dude, when you're already crushed by something you're looking forward to, the last thing you want
The
to
last
do
thing
is
you want
go
is a fucking
home
lecture.
and someone just fucking lecture you about how you were wrong. And you're already sitting there like, I know.
Now just wait till like 4th of July or Christmas. Be like,
That's
hey Dad, did I ever tell you about how we didn't see the Batman?
Right?
I think the official excuse to my father is they double booked it because I think my brother bought it off of like the Fandango website,
Yeah.
not directly through them. So like,
Mm.
if he asked, I'm like,
IMAX?
yeah, they fucking double booked. That's what, yeah, like it was weird. But I was like, yeah, they double booked it and like because they got the tickets from the actual place, like
Yeah.
they gave us a refund.
Just feel like we left because Batman said the N word. Like, like
Yeah,
3
as soon as it
minutes in.
started, Batman walked in, he was sparkling in
No,
the
it was just
sunlight,
like,
so we just
like,
left.
we were there, and then a guy with like a crazy dyed hair showed up and started walking to the front. And I was like, Marco, we gotta go.
Oh, God.
I don't feel comfortable. We gotta go right now.
This pencil disappeared.
Go, go.
We gotta run.
But it was also like, I'm kind of glad because I'm a little bit like spoiled in the theaters. So like a lot of the other theaters, they have like fucking like the nice ass like leather reclining seats and fucking like badass. And the Palladium like they haven't upped their seat game, and so it's just like a standard seat. And I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
okay. And then where I was sitting, it was like right like the bottom floor. So not like. Not the seats that you have to like look up.
Yeah, okay.
Right, it was
okay,
like the
I
bottom
gotcha,
floor, but like right next to the stairs. And I was like,
Oh,
this is
that can be
kinda,
distracting,
weird.
yeah.
I don't know if I want to sit here. Fuck it. We got the tickets, bitch. I don't even care. And I was like, damn it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Adeline's mad too about that. He's like, damn.
He was like, play more.
But I also told my coworker all this too,
endless
like
energy.
before the theater, because she heard me talking to him on the phone. She was like, oh, like
Are
what
you
are
really just looking
what
at your dog?
what
like-
movie are you gonna go see? And I told her, I was like, we're supposed to go see the Batman, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna see the Batman. So like, we'll see.
There's a high chance I won't.
And I left the theater and I called her and I was like, we didn't fucking see the Batman. I gotta go. I gotta tell 4 other
We
people.
went to the movie theater and there was just a Riddler trophy. I'm not sure how to watch the movie. There's 300 of these shits left apparently.
I got the Riddler trophy and it unlocked a 5-second clip of the Batman.
What's up, Luke?
So I gotta go find the other.
But they're not in order.
Yeah, it was just like Batman like undressing and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know if I want to find the next one.
Oh, those aren't Riddler trophies. Those are Diddler trophies.
That explains why I was shaped like a penis. I was like, this is a weird question mark.
Listen,
It's a little straight for a question mark.
It's like, okay, it's a little veiny for a question mark, but whatever. It's probably the grim dark reboot of the Riddler.
God.
It's so weird, like
Why
you
is
can't
it
get off
shaped like
unless
that?
it gives them some shit.
Oh god.
Alright, that was it. I just had to tell y'all that story. It's fucking funny.
there you go. Now post this on the internet, and your dad being one of our only watchers will learn.
Yeah, sorry I had to learn this way, Dad.
You fucker. And then just lectures you. Mark.
You also got a speeding ticket on the way home.
God damn. Come on.
You got a speeding
There's
ticket?
no way. There's
My
no
brother
way.
he called me, said he was like, I got a fucking ticket, but
God
it was like
damn, dude.
in a construction zone.
Oh!
There was no
please, you're not
construction or like
supposed to.
anything. Like I think the
doesn't
signs was just up, and so my dad was like, so I think like he used that as a, he didn't get the ticket on purpose, but it was like,
Well, yeah.
all right, Dad, I didn't get to see Batman, but also I got a ticket, so libertarian senses go.
No,
Because my
that's
dad posted a fucking rant on Facebook. like getting ticket, like construction zone prices on a ticket in like a construction zone with like no construction is exactly what creates libertarians, and he went this fucking rant, and I was like, nice cover, Marcos.
Yeah, we're gonna say one thing and we're gonna distract
That's
it.
why you have to bring up the ticket first, because it's the worst one.
Sorry, Dad. We couldn't see the
Oh yeah, we also
Batman.
didn't see Batman.
Nah,
They
nah,
said
nah,
taxpayers
nah,
only.
Because he already felt so bad. He didn't want to get lectured about the Batman, right? So
You
you
wanna
throw the
get lectured
Batman
about-
out there first, and then you throw the other one out there because you're like, I can just tune him out when he's talking about this fucking construction zone
Yeah,
bullshit.
like, oh man, this is fucking bullshit. You gotta go and fucking contest it and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
And
That's
then
fine.
you just go,
So you give him a curveball and say, I also crashed the car.
That was my sister like 2 weeks ago.
God
God
damn.
damn, Christian, what the fuck,
Yeah,
man?
y'all apparently y'all missed a lot.
No,
Y'all are having a
it does
streak of
not
bad luck.
It's because we went to Luby's.
You know what? Luby does a thing to a man,
Like,
so yeah.
when we go to Luby's, something bad happens. So like someone.
I
gets
remember your
sick.
story from when we were
What
kids.
do you mean
Yeah,
something
like
bad happens?
someone gets sick. My mom.
Why do
literally
you guys
found-
keep going then?
Is it the
don't.
same location
No,
every day?
it's
We
different.
don't go to Luby's. We show
Don't
up
go to
there.
Luby's.
We're like, oh, we're like, all right, guys, we're at 54th Street, and why is there a line that looks like a cafeteria?
It's like we walk in the door and they're like, oh
all of a sudden they're
no.
like, welcome to Luby's, and we're just like, what do you mean, welcome to Luby's? And then my mom has cancer all of a sudden somehow. What?
Like what the fuck?
It sounds like a fucking SCP, like the stupid endless IKEA.
Like I'm cursed.
Bad luck Luby's.
SCP 556 random Luby's. There's a chance every time you go into a restaurant, it's a Luby.
The mimic Lubies or some shit.
I just love that we don't go
Welcome to Olive Garden and
it's
Yeah, like, so, like, my family is convinced, like, no, don't eat Luby's. Like, it's fucking cursed. Like, what? I don't know what it is.
I
Because,
believe your family would believe.
Wait. Maybe your family is actually cursed. They know we do not want to eat at Luby's. We will not eat at Luby's. But every once in a while, you know, the moon's just right, the planet's just there,
guys
and
ever
suddenly
come
they're
in
just,
here?
they're just overcome by like, we should get some fish fillet.
I feel like
it's
getting
basic. So, like,
Lubies.
we went to go visit my grandma, right? And like, we're in the car, and I'm like, all right, pay attention, kids. to my siblings, I was like, pay attention. She's gonna want to eat. We gotta pick a restaurant right now. All right, we got Ray's Puppy Tacos, we got Wendy's, we got Whataburger. And my sister's like, go to Luby's. And I was like, no, we don't go to Luby's. It's cursed. And she's like, I've been to Luby's with Lolita before, and like, it was fine. And I was like, we don't go to Luby's, Genevieve, for a reason. Someone gets sick. Someone gets sick again. We've gotten sick multiple times at Luby's. And I was like, your mother has found literal cardboard inside of fish. We don't know how it got there. It was fucking in the fish. And it was like,
Probably
one
got fried
time,
in it.
like, mom almost beat someone up because she thought I was gonna get kidnapped. It was like,
Yeah, that's
someone
what I
else
remember.
got sick. I accidentally called
What
911.
ghetto ass Luby's are you going to?
She
Different
was
Luby's.
reaching for her purse and Christian was there with a knife or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
like I was sitting there. I was sitting there. And like the lady, like so the lady forgot her purse under my seat, right? But approached my family only apologizing and like reaching for me.
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm so
sorry.
sorry.
I'm
I'm so
sorry.
sorry. And then my mom was like, what the fuck? And then she like reaches under and grabs the purse and leaves. And I was like, what the fuck?
She was also under the curse of Luby's.
I'm so sorry, I need to take this with me.
I'm so sorry, but the Luby's gods have spoken. I must sacrifice you.
Movies
She's
require
apologizing because you're in Luby.
They said I could have an extra jello if I sacrificed this small child.
So we go to Luby and like, so I'm telling, like, explaining this to my sister and I was like, no Luby's, like, and then we get there and my grandma's like, let's go to Luby's, and I tried to do the whole thing where I was like, all right, yeah, and then I changed the subject and like waited 20 minutes and then brought up, all right, so we're getting pretty hungry, where do you want to go? And she was like, no, let's go to Luby's. We haven't been to Luby's
Damn,
forever.
Should
And I
have
was
just
like,
given a
fuck.
suggestion instead of saying where you
I
want to go.
did.
She'd been like,
I did. I was
let's
like,
go to X.
I was like, yeah, let's go. You want to go to Ray's? And she's like, no, let's go to Luby's. And I was like, okay. And then we changed the subject and come back. And I'm like, so we going to Ray's? We going? And she's like, no, dude, let's go to Luby's.
like, God damn it, the one time you actually
And then
remember.
my sister was like, yeah, Christian, come on, let's mix it up. And I was like,
Mix it
I'm
up by going to
responsible. I'm
Luby's.
not
Let's
responsible
do a
for
little
that
black
shit,
magic
proceed.
today, Christian.
And then we go to Luby's, and I was like, I'm at Luby's.
Your sister's saying that with the whites completely out. Let's go to Lubies.
Like, we're at fucking Luby's, and I was
in
like,
unison,
The
chanting
waiter's
it.
walking up and they say, excuse me, sir, and his head turns around and says, I'll be with you in a minute.
like, we're at Luby's, and I was like, okay, I'm at Luby's. Nothing bad's happened yet. Let me get my fried chicken. Yep, that's chicken. Okay. I was
Oh, white meat,
alright.
yep,
I was
definitely.
like, all right, this is fine. This is fine.
No
And then like,
cardboard?
I was like, okay, Marcos, I'm gonna drive us back. Not that I don't trust you driving. I'm just gonna drive back. So I'm responsible for everything. And like, we get back, and I was like, okay, cool. And then my brother drives back to my apartment, and I was like, oh, I made it. I'm safe.
Wait a minute, a human fried my chicken. Fuck!
I was like, I made it. I'm safe. Awesome. And then my brother and sister
It's
leave
not
my
me.
apartment. And then like I get a call from my dad like 20 minutes later. And it was like, your sister got into an accident. And I was like, no, Luby.
You're like, shit, not me!
Luby. But like, and like he's telling me, I was like, yeah, like, she was going down like this street, and it wasn't bad. It was just like, they like hit her
Like a fender
passenger
bender?
side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And what was it? And then I was talking to her the next day, and she was like, yeah, like, I went down like a different road than I normally go, and I was at a yield, and then like I didn't see the car, and I took off, and they hit me, and I was like, that was Luby's clouding your judgment. It was like Luby's blinded you to
They had a
that car.
Luby's bumper sticker.
The curse of Lubies.
Yeah, I was
That's
like-
gonna be the name of this bonus episode.
And I told her, I was like, Genevieve, like, That's why we don't go to Luby's anymore.
You don't go to Luby's.
So now she gets it. Now she's like,
Yeah.
no more Luby's.
If you make this a bonus episode, that might be defamation. So you might want to say, not actual Luby's. This is a hypothetical
Yeah, other
Luby's.
people. Well, we went to Luby's and
This is
We went to a restaurant. I'm just gonna make up a name so we don't, get copyright. Let's just say Luby's.
We can still say whatchamacallit.
I don't think Luby's can afford to sue for defamation because I think
Just
they're already
bleep every
closed
time
now.
you say Luby's.
Yeah, the one that I used to go to is closed now. But no, you could still talk about like places like that. I think.
Oh, okay.
Just as long as
This is not an official Luby's review.
are not-
just as long as we're not saying something directly like that they are doing to us.
Yeah, like
We're not sponsored by
like
Luby's.
you can
Yeah,
he can say like like, oh, I went to Chipotle and I got E. coli. Like,
Yeah.
that's not defamation.
Yeah.
But if you're just like, oh, Chipotle is like putting E. coli in their food.
I see.
Yeah.
That's when it's like they have. to
What if
actually
I'm
do
just like,
something.
Luby's is putting ghosts in the chicken?
Well, then you're just a crackpot. You're fine.
Something that your family did somewhere along the lines of, I don't know, John Luby's before.
Yeah.
Good old John Luby.
Actually,
John
you're like the
Luby.
Luby's god.
And he
Your
cursed
father's
family.
father.
Yeah, my father's accidentally like
Stepped on
that
his
Jello
soul.
is disgust, like dishonored his Jello or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
and-
not how you play a piano. Move out of the way.
It's like I have a complete opposite experience with Luby's. We always went to Luby's after like something good happened. It's like oh Grandpa, you're getting out of the hospital. Let's go grab some Luby's. Nice and light.
And like every time, well, see that's the thing. It's like life has to have balance. Every time something good happens, Reed goes to Luby's. I go to Luby's, something bad happens.
Yeah, because you're not going after good events.
Yeah, we're just going because it's like, Luby's right there. Let's fucking go to Luby's. And oh no, Christian accidentally called the cops when we were leaving.
You guys are both like the opposite.
That's the day that I learned that if you dial 911 on a payphone, it rings.
Yes, it
I didn't know that before. And I'm
it's an
pretty sure
emergency number.
And I'm pretty sure the police have to go.
Oh, they call it back?
because I called and then I hung up and then we left. So I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they had to show up
They
after.
would
Yeah.
have definitely shown up to that
Yeah.
area, yes.
Yep.
So I learned
It's
something.
okay, well, at least you can't get
If
in
you
trouble
just
for it,
thought-
'cause
you
they
said-
can't bring it back to you.
You said if you just dial
I mean-
1.
911.
Oh, 911. Yeah.
Unless
At
there's
least-
security cameras.
At
or
least
something.
you never called the cops, and when they said, "What is your emergency?" you said, "My teacher is a bitch."
Who said that?
My younger brother,
Which one?
Trevor,
Okay.
when he was in high school.
It
I was
would've
gonna say, I
been-
can't see
honestly,
both of them.
It would have been funnier. Either one of them, it was equally as funny.
Yeah.
For clarification, I do need to know.
When he was in high school, he called 911 in the middle of a class.
My teacher's
And, and when they answered, he said, "My teacher's being a bitch."
And then what did they say?
They said, "Sir, like this is not what you use this number for." And then like a squad car showed up and they fucking chewed his ass out for calling 911. And then they called my parents. And then they chewed out my parents. So my parents had to show up to pick him up from school early.
That's hilarious.
And so when I got home, he was in the middle of like a 2-hour chew-out session from my parents. And I walked in, and my dad's like in like the prime of it, right? Like he's gone past. the
And that's
same
why you
level.
don't got any baited.
He's like past the same levels. He's just like saying wild shit and just like having a good time.
And that's why the Jews fucking
like,
moved to the 1999 shit.
And that's why every time we go to Luby's,
the ghosts take over. And then I walk in, he looks at me and he goes, "Curtis, you're gonna love this." And I like crazy look in his eye, and I was like, "I'm fucked." So then I'm sitting there for the next hour in the chew out session. 'cause
you got pulled in.
yeah, he's like, "This is gonna be so funny, right?" And I'm just like, "Bro, I'd literally rather be anywhere
got
else."
homework.
Like, it was funny for literally 3 minutes that he did that, but past that, like, can I just go somewhere?
No, your dad's just like, isn't this funny?
Basically.
Where are you going? No,
That's like me just
He
talking.
was like, "I'm either gonna laugh at you or I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Which would you want?"
The ambulance on the way, just getting ready for the stroke he's about to give himself.
He called 911 again.
911.
That would be a
My
thing.
son's being a bitch.
The squad car pulls up.
It's like,
You think Trevor called 911 again? It's like my dad's being a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
That was definitely one of the best things he did, man. That shit's just
That's so good.
The audacity of that child, man, just never in my fucking life would I have thought to just call the cops, and when that's what your emergency is, you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna bitch about my teacher or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
They get calls like that all the time. They have like
oh, they were pissed about it. They were pissed.
Oh, I'm sure they're pissed about it, but they get those all the time.
Yeah.
Hilarious, though.
Jesus Christ, that's funny.
It's why like half the dispatchers you talk to are either, like very, very sweet people that are just like, I'm saving lives. And the other half are just extremely fucking jaded.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Let me guess, your mom grounded you.
Yeah.
Let me guess, someone took your sweet roll.
Well,
Let
the
me
fucked
guess,
up thing about that is
someone's
sometimes when they get so
sweet.
jaded, right? They start to like ignore things. And I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
reading this story about
And
this
they-
like
they got
5-year-old
in
kid
trouble
that
for
called
that.
911 because his dad was having like a heart attack or something, right? And the operator, like, you know, the kid was basically just like trying to explain. He was like, "My daddy's laying on the floor. He won't move. He's not saying anything. What do I do?" Right? And the lady just kept saying, "Just put your dad on the line." And the kid's like, "He's not saying anything. He's." I put the phone next to him, but he didn't say anything, right? And so like after like half an hour or something, they finally like sent cop cars there. But by that point in time, the dude had fucking died.
Yep.
And it's like, I mean, if the kid's saying the dude's fucking laying down on the ground not doing shit,
Yeah.
and then you know he's like trying to do shit, like
Yeah.
maybe you
So,
should
okay.
go out on a limb.
So
and
on
do
the
that.
opposite side, on the slightly happier side, I remember reading a story where it's like some lady like was in like a severe domestic violence like situation,
Yes.
and so she calls dispatch, just like, you know, hello 911, how can I help you? She's like, yeah, I'd like to order a large pepperoni pizza, and he's like, oh, ma'am, this is 911, and it's like, yeah, extra cheese, please. I need it delivered to like, and like after a couple seconds, he's like, okay, so what's the address? Like, is he still there?
And showed up with a
And-
pizza.
And he's like,
The dispatcher was bro and just ordered the pizza for her.
Pizza en route to your location, man.
Pizza emergency, stay alive.
I've been waiting for this fucking moment.
But like, it's funny that you say that because all I imagine is like on the other side of the call, it's like the dude is fucking like berating his wife, and all of a sudden she's like, "Yes, come on, pepperoni pizza."
I saw this similar
Oh,
to that,
God.
What?
but it was slightly different.
No, I think it was something like, you know, her cooking was bad. She's like, I'll just order a pizza then.
Oh, okay.
So instead of the woman like calling 911, right? Because apparently like she couldn't. What she did is she convinced her man that the dog needed to go to the vet, right? And so since he wouldn't let her go anywhere like without both of them, right? That was like a way for her to at least get like around other people. And then she slipped to like whoever like the front receptionist was like a note, and then had the receptionist like call for her.
That was always my biggest fear. Like working in retail, it was always like, "Am I gonna get the fucking like I'm
Right.
being abused note?" Like, oh
Please help
no.
me.
And then you call and they're like, you got pranked, bro. We're doing a social experiment.
No, I remember there's this one night where this fucking like crazy guy was in the store. He was fucking bad shit insane. And then finally he's finally outside. And like, okay, no, he walks in and like he orders something where he's like, oh yeah, that's gonna be this much. It's like, like, do you have your money on you? It's like, no, it's in the Bible, man. I'm like, the fuck you talking about? The Bible says you should pay this, man.
Actually does.
I know. So then he goes outside. He goes to his
Cesar
car.
or whatever.
He comes back in with his old ass beaten up Bible.
And he actually has much.
He opens it. He has his fucking card in the Bible.
Oh, well.
Oh no! It gets better. So
I was declined, and he prays on it a little bit.
yeah. So then I'm like, okay, guy's just a little weird. So like they start making the drink. I'm like I'm going on a fucking break, and then like. I keep my heads on. I'm just like, Reed, can you come back here? Reed, we need help. He has a knife.
What the
And no, so what happened is we have this little like
Did
safety.
you have it in the Bible?
No. We have these little safety box cutters, and someone had left it on like left it on top of the shelf. That was in customer review. So he just like grabbed it. And apparently he started like fake like cutting himself, and like he was saying all sorts of random shit. So finally he goes and sits outside.
Can you kick
And
him out? No, he's fine.
He has a knife. What are we gonna do?
Don't let that guy out.
Oh no! It gets better. It gets better.
No, that means worse.
So all this happens. He's kind of creepy. Like I see a couple customers leave the patio and come inside, and after like 30 minutes, he finally decides to leave. So he gets to his car. He pulls out. He stops. He pulls back in. He gets out of his car. He throws something on his chair. He gets back in and he drives away as fast as he can. And we go out there. And it's just this little pink, looks like either like a small woman or a girl's jacket. We're just like, what the fuck?
Oh god.
Oh no, I remember. Okay, the reason we got scared was because he was trying to buy some like chocolate espresso beans. He's like, oh yeah, we can sell these to you. And he's like, oh yeah, well, if you and my dogs. We're like, these are poisonous for dogs. Like, yeah, they're dogs of a kind. We're just like, oh god, what if he's like keeping some child and he's gonna like feed them espresso beans?
Stop crying, eat a bean.
That's where that jacket came from.
Jesus.
Christ, that's terrifying.
Oh yeah, no, and then everyone was a little bit terrified to like touch the jacket. We're just like, man, what the fuck's on that jacket?
He
Yeah.
definitely kidnapped the
Yeah.
child, took the jacket, and tossed it out the window, and then fed them beans. Chocolate beans.
Just chocolate covered espresso.
Yeah, my worst experience was not near that. It was just a dude got super drunk and they're like,
Yeah, now I just
sir,
go
you
with-
need to leave. And he said, fuck you, it's my birthday. And then he left and he drove through the drive-thru backwards to leave. And there was a car there and they were like this and they had to back up and let him out.
Ah.
So hopefully he
What
wasn't
a
too drunk, but I
beast.
feel
Well,
like he was.
basement. If he was by himself, I understand.
Yeah, he
Man.
was.
And the only thing I had like
Just
that was
built
the chicken
character.
nugget guy from Domino's. That was enjoyable.
Where's my
That man-
chicken nugget?
That man was high off of his fucking. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
way
Yeah, he
too-
wasn't high. He just wanted his chicken.
Bro,
Yeah.
you pull up to Domino's at like 4 a.m.
3 a.m.
3 a.m.
He just
like,
came from
knock on the
Luby's.
glass when it says it's closed and asks, "Do you sell chicken?" That was when he yelled at us, and we're like, "No, we're closed." And he said, "I want chicken nuggets." And it's like, "No, we're closed." And he's, "Chicken nuggets."
Go to
And that's pretty much all
McDonald's.
that he did was just yell chicken
Yeah.
nuggets at us for like a solid couple minutes.
Why would you
No,
choose a
the
coffee
best part.
place?
The best part is Curtis. We're closed, and finally Curtis just like, we are closed.
You
Yelling at the top of his lungs.
boy.
And his other response was chicken nuggets, and I was like, "You motherfucker!"
Get out! Leave!
What? It was such a weird fucking time.
Imagine.
Oh.
Yeah, luckily I don't have any wild ass stories like that.
I did see a
That's
Twitter
funny,
video
though.
where a
No,
lady
it's not
jumped through the
fucking
window
devastating.
and went in the back kitchen area of like a.
Well, McDonald's?
I think it was.
Yeah,
It wasn't McDonald's.
McDonald's.
This was a different one. This one was like a Burger King, and they're like, "Why the fuck are you back here?" And she's like, "Y'all didn't give me my sauce." And she climbed back. She climbs back through the window. It's like what?
Yes.
You can just ask.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no. Okay. I'm okay.
Like,
Just.
to, like fucking contort yourself in that glass fucking window like that. Like, what kind of rage are you going through? To just be like, I'm going in. Like,
No. Worse. There was another story. I think it was probably at a Popeyes. It's normally at a Popeyes.
That makes
But
sense.
like this lady like gets her
Popeye's
stuff and
pretty
then she
good.
like looks at her bag and she's like, "You didn't give me my sauce," and she just pulls a gun and fucking shoots the driver
Holy
guy.
shit!
Jesus.
Did he live?
I think so.
Good.
how mad do you have to be at
God.
life to look into your bag and be like, I didn't get my fucking sauce, I'm just gonna start murdering.
Time to get the sauce gun.
I'll never forget my fucking sauce again.
Or I've seen like a ton of videos of like it's normally either at McDonald's or Popeyes where like they go through and then like there's some argument and like just start climbing through and start trying to fight the person.
What the?
Jesus
Fuck.
Christ, people are wild, man.
People are straight.
Now on the other hand, I've also seen a video of a Popeyes where some guy was insulting them in the drive-thru. They started yelling. They started really yelling at each other. Guy gets out of his car. The Popeyes
Goes like this, right?
goes outside. And they start
that.
kicking each other's asses.
And then they go back to work. Sorry for the delay, folks.
Oh no, it's Popeyes. They're not going to apologize for the delay.
Oh yeah, it's true.
No, not just that, but like everybody saw the delay happening. Like it's not a mystery.
Dinner
like,
and a show.
Yeah, dinner and a show.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
they still would. They go to the next person. He's like, "Sorry about the delay. Did you want to try our shrimp po' boys?" And then you're like, "No."
You did it?
all that?
Okay, go back outside.
All right, yeah. Hold on.
It's like, are you sure, sir?
Just stay right. Just stay right there. We'll be right there in a second.
And then you'll be right there.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, now
Yeah,
we
that
have
was
like-
a hell of a recap.
By the way,
Yeah, right.
I don't know,
Like
man.
three.
You should stay.